Faculty Alternative Testing. This video describes the alternative testing process for faculty and instructional staff who teach at any of the UWM campuses. The preferred location for the administration of an exam is within your department. If you do not have the resources, such as a quiet testing room or staff to proctor extended time, or when technology or a format change is required for the student to take an exam, then the student may take the exam in the Accessibility Resource Center. When a student approved for alternative testing chooses to use this accommodation for your class, you will receive a notification of accommodations letter. Within the letter, highlighted in red outline, you will find brief instructions and a link to the testing agreement. The testing agreement and link in the letter are both unique to your course. You may also access the testing agreement for a particular course through Prof Connect. For instructions and tips on using Prof Connect, please view the Prof Connect video tutorial. Alternative Testing Agreement. Completion of the testing agreement is required for ARC to administer any exams or quizzes for the course. Until the testing agreement is submitted, students cannot schedule an exam or quiz with ARC. You must respond to the proctoring question if ARC will not be administering any tests for your course. You will receive a notification letter for each student in your class who is eligible for alternative testing. You are only required to complete one testing agreement per course. If you have multiple sections of the same course and multiple students receiving testing accommodations, please email archelp@uwm.edu so we can connect the agreement with the other sections and students. There are three options for exams and quizzes. When an exam, quiz, or final will be proctored within your department or administered through Canvas, please indicate this by opening the drop-down menu and choosing I will proctor my own exams. Hit Confirm to submit your response. No other steps are needed when this option is selected. If you will not have any quizzes or exams in your course, you may select My class has no exams from the same drop-down menu. Once you hit Confirm, no other action is needed. Again, for exams and quizzes administered in the ARC Testing Center, completion of the testing agreement is required. There are 9 sections to complete in the testing agreement. 1. The faculty or instructor email address. 2. The teaching assistant email address, if applicable. 3. A list of all exam and quiz dates, start times, and the amount of time the class is allotted for exams and quizzes. 4. How the exam or quiz will be delivered to ARC. 5. The file format of the exam or quiz if you are uploading that file. 6. Technical components of the exam or quiz if applicable. 7. What can and cannot be used during the exam or quiz. 8. Communication preferences for clarification if needed. 9. Return delivery method for the exam or quiz. After you submit the alternative testing agreement, a successfully submitted confirmation message will display on screen. You will also receive an email confirmation with the responses recorded from the testing agreement. Concerns or wrong selection. Please consult with the Students Access Specialist if you have questions about testing accommodations or test administration procedures. If you select and confirm the wrong response, please call the Accessibility Resource Center at 414-229-6287 or email archelp@uwm.edu. We will need the following information to make the change: the first and last name of the student, your first and last name, the course subject, and the course number. After the agreement, the student can now schedule a test with ARC in ARC Connect. When a student schedules a test, you will receive an email notification with the test details. If the test is scheduled during regular class hours, no response is needed. When the test must be scheduled outside of regular class hours, ARC requires written approval from you. Please reply to the email notification within 48 hours to confirm that you approve of the student taking the test outside of regular class hours. Upload exam. The email notification you receive when the student schedules a test in ARC also includes a link to upload your exam to the secure ARC Connect website. You may also upload your exam directly through Prof Connect. When uploading an exam, you can use the same test for all ARC students enrolled in your class who need testing accommodations. If you use the same test for all students, please select Yes from the drop-down menu and upload the test. If you will be using multiple versions of the same test for multiple students, please select No and upload tests separately for individual students. When uploading separate versions of a test, please make a note such as Test A or Test B in the exam file note area. After you upload each exam, a successfully submitted confirmation message will display on screen. You will also receive an email confirmation that includes the test date, test time, and name of the electronic file uploaded. On the day of a scheduled test, you will receive email notification from ARC. The notification will either advise that the student has completed the test or that the student did not take the test in ARC. Please note that ARC generally does not administer makeup exams. Finally, we ask you to remember to upload an exam or make a paper copy of each exam available to ARC at least 24 hours in advance. A minimum of 24 hours is required to make necessary modifications in order to administer some exams, depending on a student's testing accommodations. If you have any questions about alternative testing in ARC, please email archelp@uwm.edu.